Playoff football has once again returned to our nation's capital as you get a look inside Northwest Stadium here in Landover. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store. As it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Washington Commanders. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. They'll start with a run by Tracy. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. They'll go again with Tracy. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. And just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. To throw is Dart. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That's the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Dragon 60. Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Trap 60. Trap 60.
To the air goes Daniels. Got his man. That's Luke Musgrave. Touchdown, Washington. Luke Musgrave, 56 yards. And the Commanders will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, but now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you get a team working together, and they get the crowd involved fully on their side in this ballgame.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw, Dart. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him at just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Here's Dart. Now he's going to step up and run. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Tyrone Tracy taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here we go, set. Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
Daniels looking to throw. A short throw to Musgrave. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end, Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk.
Here's Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit them quick. A little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
70.
What a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
But obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
19. 70. 18.
Throwing now is Daniels. A short throw to Musgrave. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
And fights through one man. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jaden Daniels, 31 yards. And Washington has taken the lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
34-yard line.
Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Throwing his dart. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
First down. A gain of 19 yards. First down, New York.
They'll hand it to Tracy. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A throw right side caught by Neighbors. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 28. Give them 18 on the play. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball. And he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Here's Dart. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Jonnu Smith from 10 yards out. And the Giants are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 7.
19. Let's go. 70 Lions. Let's go.
Now Daniels. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
60 Vikings. 60.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Jordan Stout in
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Defense Stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On play action, here's Dart. That's caught left side by Neighbors. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. Dart. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pocket coverage. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
Play action now. Dart. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Working out of the gun is Dart. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Ready up.
2nd and 10. They'll send Kirk in motion right. On to give, it's Tracy. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Throwing, Dart. Touchdown! Christian Kirk from 17 yards out. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Come on.
They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. There's a short one pulled in by center. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. They'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and trying to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd and a couple.
Here we go. 70.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half.
Here we go. 70 Lions.
To throw is Daniels. He'll try to pick it up himself. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a 1st. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half.
79 Broncos. Buffalo 18.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Panther 11. 18. Let's go now. Hawk 70.
Back to throw. Daniels. A short throw to Musgrave. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Let's go. 19 Tiger. Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down. Daniels. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
65
10 at the 27-yard line.
Bronco 80. 70 Rangers.
They'll look to throw again. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack it back at the 36. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down of the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Bates' kick is good. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And he returns this to the 22.
At their
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Here we go, set. 70 Lions.
On the ground, here comes Tracy. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass to make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. 2nd and 9. A play fake, and now it's Dart. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors from 17 yards out. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
18, pioneer.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
Here we go, here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60.
To the air goes Daniels. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy. Unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
70 Timberwolves.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Romeo Doubs, 58 yards. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. Almost a 4-point swing, the interception. If he had returned it all the way, Would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing his dart. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
Now Dart. Oh, first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Deputy! 60 Vikings, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Go!
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
Good for a Commanders 1st down.
Ready!
1st and 10 at the
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let go.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. 70 Lions.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Screenplay. Here's Etienne. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Off the play fake. Daniels. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Tracy going to get it on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To throw is Dart. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
They'll go. Here's Dart. He's got his target. That's complete. That'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first.
And the Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On the run is Tracy. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Right back to Tracy. And he'll be taken down at the 34. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Washington on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They go play action with Dart. And he is caught. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Tyrone Tracy, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants will add to their 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. from the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
Pat the street.
Daniels looking to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Now Daniels. Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Brian Burns able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Buffalo 18.
Throwing now is Daniels. That's complete to Dobbs. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 27.
60 vices, 60 vices.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. This to McLaurin out on the left side. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Here's Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
That's another Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Again, he'll drop the throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
And 20 at the 21-yard line.
Back to throw. Daniels. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass caught. It's Lane with it. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
How about this? They'll change it at the line. On 4th down, here's Daniels. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And he's out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. They'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down. So I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Tracy. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now 2nd and 9. Dart going to give to Scatterbury. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. 3rd down. Here's Tracy. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a Body Bros guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Here's Lane. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Here's 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 19 Lions.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
60 by
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here. To throw is Daniels. To Dobbs, and he hauls it in. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Here comes 2nd down.
Ken Black. Ready.
To throw, Mariota. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Good for Washington. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Mariota. Now he'll tuck this and run. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
Well, one win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them.